We've just covered the most common issues you'll face on a Windows desktop. But these days, our most used computers are the ones in our pockets. Troubleshooting mobile devices presents a unique set of challenges. This is your rapid-fire review of Objective 3.2, Common Mobile OS and Application Issues. Before we dive in, remember the universal first step for almost any mobile problem: turn it off and on again. A simple restart clears out temporary files and can solve a huge number of glitches with a clean slate. Let's start with application issues. If an app fails to launch, crashes, or is just slow and unresponsive, your first step is to force close it. On an iPhone, you'll swipe it off the screen. On Android, you'll use the Force Stop button in the app settings. If that doesn't work, restart the phone. If the problem persists, check for an update in the App Store, as it might be a known bug the developer has already fixed. As a last resort, uninstall and reinstall the app completely. What if an app fails to install or update in the first place? There's a simple checklist for this. First, check your storage. OS and app updates can be large, and you need enough free space. Next, check your connectivity. A stable, high-speed Wi-Fi connection is best. Then, check your payment method. Even free apps can require a valid payment method on file in the App Store. Finally, if it's a work device, check the device management policies, as the MDM might be blocking the installation. Now for the operating system itself. If the OS fails to update, the checklist is similar. You need plenty of storage space and a very stable, high-bandwidth connection. If your device is suffering from random reboots, this is a tougher problem. Start by making sure both the OS and all your apps are fully updated to rule out software bugs. You can also check the battery health in the settings, but frequent random reboots often point to a hardware failure, which may require you to replace the device. Poor battery life is another common complaint. The number one cause is a weak cellular signal. When your phone is constantly hunting for bars, it drains the battery incredibly fast. If you're in an area with no service, just switch to airplane mode. The other major drains are an old battery that no longer holds a charge, or having radios like GPS and Bluetooth on when you're not using them. Your phone's battery settings will show you exactly which apps are using the most power. For connectivity issues, whether it's Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, or NFC, the troubleshooting is straightforward. First, make sure the specific radio is enabled in your settings. If it is, try toggling it off and on again. If that doesn't work, restart the entire device. For Wi-Fi, you can also try moving closer to the access point or connecting to a different one to isolate the problem. Finally, what if your screen doesn't auto-rotate between portrait and landscape? This almost always has a simple solution. The phone's accelerometer detects the orientation, but there's a software lock that can override it. Check your phone's quick settings panel and make sure you haven't accidentally enabled the rotation lock. To summarize the key ideas, for almost any issue, start by restarting the device. For app problems, use the sequence force stop, restart phone, update app, then reinstall app. For update failures, check your storage and connectivity. And for most other glitches, a simple toggle in the settings, like turning a radio off and on again or disabling rotation lock, is often the solution.